guys, it's Hey Sophia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to build a ancient Egyptian house. So shout out down below to Ione Rodriguez and Gabe Shell who requested that I do this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. So for my house today, my ancient Egyptian house is based off a worker's house. So not a aristocrat or a slave, but someone who was just working like the average person in ancient Egypt. There are a few things that are very particular about this house and how you should be building it, which I will go into in a little bit. Now I'm going to put the dimensions of the house on screen now so you can build this as well. Now from looking down you can kind of see the shape, but these ancient Egyptian houses are split into two sections. So you do have the house section of the house, which you can see up the top of my house there. And then at the front you have like a compound section. This is kind of where they have their courtyard or garden per se, which is where they would keep animals and have grain storage and stuff like that. So I'll show you that a little bit more later on once I get around to it, but let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is build 5 blocks high here the whole way around for that house section. There we go. Now I'm doing 5 blocks because it's quite a nice height and you do want higher up windows in this house. But we're going to fill in the roof now. I'm just using the sandstone slab. Now I am using sandstone blocks for my build because in ancient Egypt they did use sun-dried mud bricks for their house. Very similar to the ancient Greek house which I did, so I will link that down below if you're interested in another ancient style house. So they did use sun-dried mud brick, typically from the Nile, to make their houses, so that's why I'm going with the sandstone today. Now this house actually has a upper level, and this is because this is where they would typically like sleep and eat. So as well as having a little bedroom in the house, which I will show later on, they did also sleep on their rooftop areas, I'm assuming because it would be quite cool, especially in the evening. So you do want to have a second story section for your house. I'm just making these staircase little barriers here. And we're just going to do this, just some staircases up to the top. There we go. And then some staircases on the edge to make a nice edging here. We are then going to continue the sandstone blocks the whole way around here to go 2 blocks high. This also mob proofs your build, especially if you're in survival. You don't want a 1 block high fence, stuff is just going to jump over it. And then we will do the same kind of effect on this side here with the staircases to match the other side. So I'm just going to place a block in the corner and then do this staircase from there. And finally for our wall area here, we're just going to put some slabs around the top as well for that little bit extra height. So this is basically the outside of your whole house done now. We're going to get into a few more details like a little gate for the front here. So I'm going to use the spruce door because it's quite a old looking door. Now you are more than welcome to use gates if that's what you would prefer, but I think a door is more preferable. Now I'm going to speed up through the interiors but explain them more. So the first thing I'm going to do on the outside though is add a door and a few windows. Now in ancient Egypt they did have their windows very high up and very small. This was designed this way to let in as little light as possible to keep it quite cool inside the house. And it was also good if you're playing in survival because it will mod proof your house. Now they had a few special rooms in their houses. The first thing they had is a entrance hall which I built here. The next thing you should have in your house is a storage room. I utilized the space under the staircase for that. You then want to build a social space, a bedroom, and a kitchen. So in ancient Egyptian kitchens though, they cooked over an open fire on raised mud bricks, so that's what I kind of went for there in my little kitchen. They didn't have a lot of furniture in ancient Egyptian houses, so I've just kept it very simple to the basics. I have some very simple wood stools in my social space, and in the bedroom, the bed is actually just some wood on the ground. They didn't really have beds like we do now. They didn't have blankets and they didn't like pull sheets over them. They just slept on the bare wood or stone. So I've gone for wood if you are in survival, using a brown colored bed would be a really good replacement for this. And the final thing I did was just put some pots around and also some torches for lighting. So that's basically your interiors done for this style house. Going to move on to adding a few more details to the outside of our house now. Now the first thing we're going to be adding is a few kind of like shade covers. Now to do this, I'm going to be using some spruce fence posts and also some brown carpet. I'm trying to go for very kind of natural colored cloths, nothing too colorful. You can go like more detailed and do like colorful if that's what you would prefer. Maybe you're building a base, so you want to do like different colors, but I think brown is the most natural and realistic like color. Now I'm doing barrier blocks to hold up my carpet, but string is another great way you can do this if you're in survival. Just put some string where you want to put the carpet and then you can put the carpet on top. Now we are going to be doing 2 of these shade sails. The second one is up top because they did sleep on the roof and also eat on the roof in ancient Egypt. I'm assuming because it would be quite cool up there, especially in the evenings, so we're going to replicate the shade sail up on the top level of our house as well. And now it's time for the carpet again. There we go, so there is our second shade sail done. Now you could add more details onto the roof. I'm not going to do that, but it would be really good also to add some of the wooden beds on the roof and some pots as well, just a few simple details like that. Now I'm just trying to make my wall here look a little bit more like worn, so I'm just breaking some sections and putting in like some staircases and also breaking a few of the slabs on the top. None of this though will affect the integrity of the house and allow mobs to get through. But there we go, so I've sped up ahead and done that now. Now the final details we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do in this yard is make a little storage thing for our grains. So in ancient Egypt they did kind of have these cone shaped things where they would store their grains and food and stuff out here. So I'm just going to make this little kind of cone beehivey looking shape. I'm going to make it hollow in the middle so it looks like there's actually stuff stored back there, and put a slab here. There we go. But this is my little storage grain silo type thing for ancient Egypt. And the final detail I'm going to do is just add some pots around the yard. I might also add some plants out the front as well. So I'm going to grab these ones here. Now these you can find on a website called Fresh Coal, which is what I use, so I will link them down in the description if you're able to access them. I just use command blocks to get these ones, and also on the server I play on we have a section to grab them all. But there we go, so that's pretty much your house done now. Final details, I'm just going to add some of the dead bushes just around the outside here, just to add some kind of plant per se. Building some palm trees would also be a really cool way to add some greenery. But there you go, there is how to build a ancient Egyptian house in Minecraft. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you did. Comment down below what you would like me to build next in my videos. But like always guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye!